qualifying race for the MX2 riders. Round 3, Valkenswaard. Didn't get off to a good start for Alessandro Lupino, number 300, nor Dylan Ferrandis, as they collided coming out of the start line area. Also having a tough time was 3-2-1 Samuele Bernardino, who went out on the first lap, eventually finishing way down the order. But up front it was 2-5-9, 4-6-1 and 45. Glenn Coldenhoff, the Dutchman, from the Frenchman, Romain Febvre and Jake Nichols, all three Nastar and JM Racing KTMs, leading the way. Christophe Charlier, 23, on the Monster Energy Yamaha, found a way into 6th place when he overjumped massively around turn 3, finding a way past the number 33, Julian Lieber, on the Rockstar Energy Suzuki. Jeffrey Hurlings, on the opening lap, came round in 16th position and was fighting all the way through, as was his teammate, Jordi Tixier, who took no prisoners as he charged down the inside of Julian Lieber. Hurlings, though, ran wide and straight into the catchment fencing, missed his back brake because the back wheel was off the ground, but the big news was that as he was stuck under his bike, the gates opened up and the Dutch fans flooded out into the circuit to release him from the bike that he was stuck underneath on that Red Bull KTM. And Jeffrey Hurlings, as this was seen on TV, was later thrown out of the results, and he had already caught up to 10th place by the time he'd remounted and crossed the checkered flag at the finish line. But disqualified from the results means that Jeffrey Hurlings will go to the line, 39th place, which is on the right-hand side, the extreme right, and it's a very tight chicane left-hand turn as the riders go through turn 1. So it's going to be an interesting day for Jeffrey Hurlings. Few doubt, though, whether he will be able to win the race, but he's going to have tough work ahead of him because Glenn Coldenhoff, the 259 on the standing construct KTM, Romain Febvre 461 and Jake Nichols, number 45, duked it out. They were no further apart than this here that you see on screen, the first, second and third riders, and they started to put a good gap, around 15 seconds on Max Anstey, the number 14 on the Rockstar Energy Suzuki. Jordi Tixier got himself into 5th, but also having a good ride was Petar Petrov on the Kimiya Raytech Vanderlei Yamaha. He started a little bit down the order, but after coming from 9th place, eventually found himself up in 6th place by the time the checkered flag fell. All this hard work, though, as we just said a moment ago, was to come undone for Jeffrey Hurlings, number 84, the championship leader and the rider who's never lost a race in a Grand Prix around this Valkenswaard circuit, which, as you can see, running in the opposite direction to years gone by. 259, though. Glenn Coldenhoff having a great start to the championship campaign, en route to potentially picking up his first qualifying race victory. Petar Petrov, though, the Bulgarian from Sevlievo, carved away up the inside of number 17, Petar Petrov. That put him into 6th place. Petrov taking no prisoners there either, but all the way down the field there were battles going on in this MX2 qualifying race. Christophe Charlier, he made a mistake though, dropped down to 8th, and then he was caught and passed as he challenged Boutron, but Boutron not letting the Frenchman through. Boutron would eventually come home in 7th, but the checkered flag eventually fell, and it was a win quite comfortably in the end for Coldenhoff. Romain Febvre was 2nd, Nichols 3rd, Anstey 4th, Jordi Tixier was 5th. And here is the official classification. Glenn Coldenhoff, Romain Febvre, Jake Nichols, Max Anstey, Jordi Tixier, Petar Petrov, Jose Boutron and Christophe Charlier. They were top 8. 9th place for Julian Lieber. Jeffrey Hurlings 10th as he crossed the line, but thrown out of the results for outside assistance.